Right now, 300 million people around the world are living with the same disease, and half are not getting treatment. It's worse among African Americans. They make up about a third of the cases in this country. Nearly all of the black men dealing with this disease are suffering in silence, never seeking help. Tonight, I introduce you to a man who has it, but it doesn't have him. It plants itself in the mind. It gives root to sadness.
It's a parasite of sorts.
Emptiness and despair.
It's gonna eat you up from the inside.
It is depression.
You could lock yourself in a room, just you, with no lock on the door, it'll still get in. It will find you.
Mike Berry suffers from depression, which began when he was just 7 years old. After being molested by a family member, he buried the memories deep.
The problem was there at that time. It was dug in deep.
Years later,
I went through 6 months of insomnia.
They resurfaced.
Where I had a reoccurring dream.
Again and again.
Of my uncle having sex with me.
And again.
I found the courage to speak to a family member, and that family member let's sweep that on. Let's don't say nothing. It's gonna cause a bigger problem.
This is something that we hush about, and we deal with it within our own community.
Dr. Martina Moore says this response is common within the African American community.
We have been taught that when these things happen, you keep it at home.
Let us shout. Let us worship.
And when it comes to the black church, a pillar of strength and a place of refuge for the community,
there has been shame that has been attached to it. There has been beliefs that we can just pray it away.
For Mike, prayer didn't make it go away, nor did hush therapy.
I just did the best I could.
By 1990, he had a robbery conviction. He served a 7-year prison sentence, 13 days after his daughter was born.
My life was not, in fact, going correctly.
When he got out,
I fell into a depression.
A state of self-judgment.
I mean, I got 1,000 me's on my back. You know how heavy that is?
Berry's inner voices grew louder and louder with negativity.
I told myself I was gonna commit suicide by 30.
Until one evening.
I wrote letters to my family, and I actually set up with a gun and was gonna kill myself that night.
He never followed through with it. In the middle of the night, a message.
My daughter woke up out of a dead sleep, grabbed me, and told me, don't leave me again.
His daughter unknowingly stopped him.
I knew then that I couldn't dump at the feet of my kids the pain that I was feeling.
Mike reached out and found help. In a different place.
I had to say, you know what? I just want to be better.
Counseling. And by coming here.
Counseling helped me go to the leaf, then to the twig, then to the branch, then to the tree, then to the root.
To Cleveland's Metro Parks.
Because if you can't get to the root, you can't fix it.
During dark times. Did coming here help you to breathe?
Yeah, this is a place that I could come and just, the scenery, the water, just the environment, just helped me center myself.
Begin to knock the wall down.
Now
I gotta tell you,
Mike
you gotta have a strong why.
Is branching out.
You gotta shoot it into the universe.
By producing motivational videos on YouTube.
I can do anything I want to do.
Depression is my thorn.
And a documentary about depression.
I started making movies around 2011.
Called Pressure.
Realized that I actually had a talent for it.
To empower people to work on their depression.
Finally, that question, what's wrong?
Much like he does now. Through reflection.
Look in the mirror and say, you the problem.
Commitment.
It's gotta be work, and that work is hard.
And positive self-talk. like this.
You are perfect in your imperfections, and anybody who knows you is better because of it. You are great, you are wonderfully made. Do not give up, because there's people out here who need you, who love you, and who want to see you still here.
And Mike Berry is still doing great things. You're going to hear a lot more about him. But if you or someone you know is affected by mental illness and you need help, call the National Alliance on Mental Illness, Greater Cleveland. The number's on your screen, 216-875-0266.